I'll never forget being a teenager watching Man of Steel and seeing Henry Cavill's Superman physique, man. I was amazed because he had that right amount of muscle mass and body fat to where he just looked huge, like he looked like a tank, man. And what's crazy is he's one of the few people who I genuinely believe is completely natural. Same with Brad Pitt, another physique I really idolize, and Greg Doucette, more plates, more dates. They will also back this up, man. Everyone else, all these modern people, man, they're fake natties. Like Chris Hemsworth, The Rock, Chris Evans. They all juice their gills off, man. But you watch any interview of Henry Cavill.
Training was that it's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. And so mentally prepare yourself for an hour or 2 hours of hard work.
You kind of see what actually went into it, man. It was just blood, sweat, and tears, lots of intensity. So today, guys, I'm going to use my expertise as a certified personal trainer, and I also have similar stats to Henry to attain this Superman physique. So without further ado, let's get it. Now, obviously, a lot of people, man, they think he's a lot heavier than he really was. Now, he was only about 190 to 193 pounds at 6'1". And we have to factor in the body fat as well. So he's sitting at around 13 to 14% body fat. And for the shirtless scenes, he would do water retention and water manipulation to look like he's 10 to 12%. But that's not what he was actually sitting at. Compare that to my physique. I'm 6'4", I have 200 pounds, 8% body fat. No water manipulation. I don't want to get cocky, but I think I am authorized to actually speak about how to attain this physique. Like I said, he's got 13 to 14% body fat. In addition to, before every single scene, man, he'd get a huge pump. They had really good lighting. They probably put makeup on his abs, man. There's so many secrets that these Hollywood industries do to make their actors look insane in front of the camera. But what's awesome about this physique, man, is that anybody can sustain it year round. I mean, 13 to 14% body fat, you have tons of muscle, tons of strength. Overall, you're healthy, you look masculine. Women will love you, men will respect you. It's arguably one of the most ideal physiques to sustain long term. Now, his physique, I would actually consider what is known as bear mode. All right, so bear mode is whenever you hold a little bit more body fat so that you look bigger, especially in clothes. Now, whenever the shirt comes off, his abs, his six-pack, it's visible, but it's not super shredded. You know, like he doesn't have those lower ab veins, anything like that. But he is lean. But whenever he has the t-shirt on, man, he fills that stuff out. He looks huge. He looks jacked. Obviously, a lot of you guys love this physique. And honestly, if you're not making money in the fitness industry, you're not a male model, I would argue you should kind of go for this, man. It's much more lifestyle friendly. I mean, you can go a little bit over on your macros and you really don't have to stress too much. So it's quite simple, man. If you're over that 14% body fat, we need to begin by cutting down. Like I say over and over and over again. Even if the muscle isn't there, you always want to start by getting the body fat percentage correct. Because it's going to take years, man. Henry, to get this physique, took him like 5 years of consistent training. And so the quickest way for us to actually make an adjustment to your physique is by getting lean, man. Get to 10 to 12% body fat, and then we can start the lean bulks. And if you're too lean, obviously, let's say you're single digits, you're already just super skinny, super shredded, it's time to lean bulk, man, or even better, do a micro bulk, which will take a lot more discipline. But I've spoken about that a lot on this channel. A couple of things that Henry swears by, man. He does exactly what I do. He eats the same stuff day in, day out. Chicken breast, rice, lots of eggs, lots of beef, salmon, the basic stuff, man. It's exactly what I do. I literally eat the same foods every single day. If you watch my vlog, man, I eat like that pretty much every single day because it takes all the mental energy out. You're gonna hit all of your macros. It makes it very easy. As long as you have no nutrition deficiencies, you're solid. Now, he prioritizes protein above any other macronutrient. This is gonna be one of the keys to fitness and aesthetics overall. Protein is gonna be the most satiating macronutrient, so he would always have a protein shake with every meal. At the end of the day, resulting in 3 to 4 protein shakes, man. So this is like 75 to 100 grams of protein, but only like 300 to 400 calories, man. So the macros are perfect, and it makes getting that physique so much easier. Obviously, his job for this role was pretty much to attain this physique, man. So he got lots and lots of sleep. Obviously, sleep is going to be one of the biggest factors. I mean, they've literally done studies, man. If you're in a deficit, you're getting less than 6 hours of sleep a night, you're only going to retain like half the amount of muscle that you would otherwise if you were getting enough sleep. So sleep is huge, man. It's vital. It's whenever you produce all your HGH, all of your testosterone. So sleep more, man, for the aesthetics. I talk about this one all of the time, man. We're going to get into the program, but Henry did this, man. You watch his footage, man. He works out like he is there to actually lift, man. He lifts with the intensity of a bodybuilder because his career, his life actually does depend on it. Anybody watching this, man, I don't care if you have the best workout program in the world. If you don't have the intensity to back it up, you're not going to get the results. So you have to put every of your heart and soul into these lifts. You have to act like you're gonna get fired for being Superman unless you hit a PR, unless you push for more and more weight. That's exactly how Henry was lifting, man. And I think that was kind of key to his success, man. So you have to be in the zone. Like, get off your phone. Stop talking with people. You got to be journaling, making sure that you're hitting PRs every single session, man. Just be zoned in on these sessions. Because if you're just going through the motions, you're not going to get this body, man. The only thing I disagree with about his program is they said that he would work out 2.5 hours long. Now, after 90 minutes or an hour and a half, your cortisol is going to spike like crazy, man, making the overall workout way less effective. So I disagree with this, but everything else about his program is pretty solid. Let's get into the split. The split is actually quite interesting. So he does pretty similar to a push-pull legs, but instead of a push day, he splits it up between a chest and a shoulder day. So according to all the articles, he would do chest, shoulders, legs, and then back. So it's an okay protocol. It's not bad, but if I were to just step things up, if you want to really get serious about this physique, I would do push-pull legs 6 times a week, man. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, push-pull legs. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, push-pull legs. And the thing is, man, you watch all of his videos. This is exactly what I do. But the compound lifts, that's where it's at, man. So lots of deadlifts, squats. Now, obviously, if you don't want to do this like me for risk of injury, you can easily replace these with split squats and weighted chin-ups. Now, in addition to this, man, heavy overhead press, heavy bench press, all of these compound lifts, man, his physique is built up off the compounds, just like anyone else's natural physique. Focus on the compounds, getting very strong on these, and then you do the little light, cute pump-up stuff, man. This is when you're doing your lateral raises, your chest flies, your bicep curls. That's where the fun begins.
This is where the fun begins.
But 90% of your gains, yes, even your biceps, man, even your triceps, it's going to come from the compounds, man. So Henry Cavill knew this. His trainer knew this. Pretty much anyone with an aesthetic physique, they know this, man. It has to be built up off the compounds. So do push-pull legs, focus on the compounds, getting strong on these, and then do some light, cute pump stuff on top of that, man. It should be split 50-50 to get that myofibral and then the sarcoplasmic muscle hypertrophy, which is going to result in loading up the muscle with as much muscle growth, muscle hypertrophy as possible. So as long as you focus on getting strong with those lifts, you're doing push-pull legs 6 times a week, you're nailing the nutrition, nailing the sleep, and then you're like 12 to 14% body fat, maybe a little bit leaner, and you sustain this year round. So you got that bear mode, man. You look huge in clothes. You will have the Superman physique in no time, man. Now you have to obviously keep in mind height, arm length. Like, he has stubby arms, man. So there's lots of different factors. And at the end of the day, man, just like Brad Pitt, like, even if you get the height, the weight, the body fat percentage, you're not gonna look just like him, because Henry Cavill is one of the most handsome men on the planet. Like, it makes any straight man question his sexuality. So you're not gonna look just like him, but you can get the aesthetics very similar when it comes to the physique. If any of you guys need help attaining this physique, link in the description box for your free one-on-one consultation with me, Austin Wayne. I've transformed thousands of physiques into male model, Greek god shape, Superman shape. You wanna be next? Link in the description box. Also, guys, some of the best supplements. We got that whey protein to get those aesthetics, pre-workout, creatine, high growth supplements, kalosique.com, man. Also, if you're new, subscribe to this channel and like this video to push it out into that YouTube algorithm. That's it. I'm gone.